Good morning, class. I am Teacher Balsi. Before we start our day, let me read first our objectives for today's lesson. At the end of the lesson, learners are expected to identify the different phases of the moon, characterize each lunar phase given in some applications, describe and arrange the phases of the moon orderly, and lastly, appreciate the importance of the moon and the beliefs and practices associated with it. But before we start our discussion, I'm requesting everyone to sing along with me, for I have prepared a song for you.
Okay, the song goes like this. New moon, where are you? Waxing crescent coming through. First quarter is half the moon. Waxing gables will be full soon. Full moon, big and bright. Waning gables less in sight. Last quarter is getting smaller. Waning crescent, see the sliver. Now we know the 8 moon phases, all of which are God's creation.
Alright, and now we're going to proceed to our discussion for today. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to show you a clip of the entire cycle of the moon phases. So this continually changing views of the sunlit part of the moon is what we call the phases of the moon or the lunar phase. So phases of the moon or lunar phase are the different moonlight shapes of the moon during a month. So the entire cycle of moon phases takes about 29 and a half days or 1 month. These are the 8 phases of the moon. The first phase is what we call the new moon. So new moon is when the moon is all dark and located between the earth and the sun. Next one is the crescent moon. So crescent moon is when the moon is between new moon and quarter moon stages. So this appears to be partly but less than one half illuminated. So if the moon's light is increasing, this is what we call the waxing crescent. And if it is decreasing, it is waning crescent. The quarter moon. So quarter moon is when half of the moon is visible. So if the moon's light is waxing, it is what we call the first quarter. And if it is waning, it is called the last quarter. Next is the gibbous moon. So gibbous moon is between the quarter and full moon. So this appears to be more than one half but not fully illuminated. So if the moon's light is increasing, it is called waxing gibbous, and if it is decreasing, it is what we call the waning gibbous. So next phase of the moon is full moon. So full moon is when the moon appears brightly and completely illuminated by the direct sunlight. So the earth is in between the moon and the sun during this phase. So waxing means to increase gradually in size and is used to describe the moon's light as it grows from the new to full moon. So waning is means to decrease. So this decrease gradually in size and is used to describe the moon's light as it gets smaller from full moon to new moon. So these are the 8 phases of the moon. Class, always remember that the moon does not actually change its shape. Rather, the phases of the moon are the result of our changing perspective of a permanently half-lit spherical body as it orbits around the Earth. So how many days does it take the moon to complete its cycle? Yes, very good. It's 29 and a half days or 1 month. So what are the 8 phases of the moon? Yes, very good. So the 8 phases of the moon is what we call new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, and waning crescent. That's all for the phases of the moon. Thank you.